Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Gene Key of the Day. This is a show where we get to play in the archetypal theater of the planets and the gene keys. We dialogue with these forces to get inside of our life experience and see who and what might be driving us from inside and how these planetary forces might be influencing our present moment and the course of our destiny. So, cheers, we get to play together. Today we have a special guest. I'm excited to introduce to you Rita Sagittarius. Well, hello everybody. I'm so glad that I get to be on the show today. My name is Rita Sagittarius. I have my master's in astrology, and right now I'm writing my doctrine, my thesis on the parasympathetic nervous system of the gene keys. I think it's fascinating work that we're all going to benefit from. So it's just an honor to be here on Gene Key of the Day. I like to pay attention to the stars so I can see what is happening for everybody, and life is just following these very clear routes that we're all just fitting right into, and so it's just amazing. Today I'd like to focus on the sun's placement. Actually, I don't know if you can see that. So the sun's placement right now is in the first gene key. So you might be feeling depressed. I mean, most of you will probably feel depressed. It's just how it is with the first gene key. You're either just super low or you're just incredibly manic, and and you're high in your creative state, and that's cool. But it's just one or the other. It's just you're either one or the other. So I'm sorry. Anyway. The neurotransmitters of the inner mechanism of this system is it's fascinating to notice all of the different. I actually didn't realize that we had callers on the show. Amelie, okay, we have a caller. Everybody, we have a caller. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, hello.
What's your name?
Hi, my name's Ricky.
Ricky, you're calling into Gene Key of the Day. Hi, welcome.
Yes, hi. I'm so happy you're taking callers now. I love this show. It's amazing. Amelie?
You love
know this girl?
Say it again.
You know this girl, Amelie?
Amelie, I know her. Yes, she's a nice gal.
She's amazing. I had a reading with her last week, and wow, she blew my mind completely out of the water.
I am writing my thesis actually on a study that she might be able to use in the show. Yeah.
Oh, very, very interesting. Can I talk to her?
This is actually
I like her very much
for the show. So, yeah, not right now.
Oh, she's so smart, and she helped me so much. You, ma'am, I don't know if you have everything correct in your calendar. I have a Gene Key of the Day calendar here.
Oh, Gene Key of the Day.
Beautiful.
Calendar.
Do you have one? They're so nice. But one thing I noticed in October here, we have 27, and it says Gene Key 28. I don't know.
That today's date is not the first Gene Key?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, I think that maybe they made a mistake in that calendar because
What do you think?
I don't think I'm wrong.
Oh, that Elijah Parker guy, he's I guess he missed that one.
No, he really miss anything. It could have been Amelie though. She's a little loose.
No, she's perfect.
No.
That lady, she's perfect. I really like her. That
Well,
Theo guy, I don't know if he knows how good of a lady he has. I should come and tell him a couple things, you know?
well, I hope
Tell
that
him.
with the first gene key, it'll bring you into a state where you can.
Oh, I have a, there's a baby here. He's trying to take over the meeting.
Ricky, that was a great call. Caller number 1, I guess.
The
Thank you
baby.
for calling in and making that adjustment here. I'm not sure where to go with that, but we're just
Well,
we're gonna say goodbye.
oh, okay. All right. Tell Amelie I say hi and to call me sometime, you know?
Okay,
I'd like to tell her how I feel.
I'm sure she'll see this, so you'll get to tell her.
Okay, say goodbye, baby. Bye-bye.
So I'm, you know, the world needs this system. Yeah, the world needs it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just heard from the producers what just happened with our guest. Um, when I intended to play with the archetypes, I knew I was getting into waters that definitely were beyond what I could control. And just a little confession, Rita is actually an inner manifestation of my overemphasized Sagittarius. It's true. And so, Ricky, I know you're a super fan, but I am not perfect. Actually, all of the assumptions and generalizations and, sort of making it really, this is the way. Yeah, that's me. And it just so happens that I've been in an incredible reckoning with this part of myself that loves to generalize and make connections and make it real for you. But I'm realizing, as I've always known, yes, I've always known, I must have known, that this is a lens of reality, a frame that we're using to see our world through. That if it serves us, then great. And if it doesn't, and it doesn't land, then let's let it go or loosen ourselves around it. So that's something that I'm doing for myself. And there's a lot coming up. For instance, I am having a total experience with Saturn transiting through Sagittarius. The Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, can easily, in its shadow nature, get into excessive dogmas and use spiritual truths to sort of go out there and make sense of everybody else's reality as well. Generalizations, assumptions. Thank you so much to my astrology teacher, Antra Ali, for helping me point this out and teaching me that Saturn is actually coming in to help us take responsibility of anywhere where we're excessive. And so it's traveling through Sagittarius for all of us. Now, you might not have a lot of emphasis in Sagittarius in your chart, or you may have a strongly integrated Saturn, and that's maybe you're not feeling this transit as much as I am because I have a lot of planets in Sag and there's just a lot of movement here for me. So in no way am I saying that this is you, but I have talked to a couple people who are having a similar thing around breakdowns in belief systems and a reality checking around the ways that I create and roll out my beliefs about the world into reality and make it everybody else's truth. And it's just not. And I'm negating all the beauty and the diversity. So I'm excited about Saturn being here, and it's in the 5th gene key. One little frame to put on there is, yes, absolutely, I need to have patience with myself in going through this process and being really easy on myself to just be aware of when I go back into Rita, this is how it is, and just loosen around it. So something that I noticed was that Sagittarius and Uranus are going to be coming, they're in a wide trine right now, and it's getting closer and closer until its first crossing December 24th. So Christmas Eve, we have this liberator perhaps coming to help liberate some of those belief structures that are set up in our being and activate through this archetype of Aries, this blaring independence of actually I get to choose for myself and I'm not going to be stuck inside of these old architectures and my mental constructs that are actually not serving me. So I can feel that in my life, that Uranus, like Rita, she put me in a box. She put us in a box. And Uranus breaks that box open. Interestingly enough, on their first crossing on December 24th, their first exact trine, Uranus is also going to be exactly opposed to Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and sort of in its shadow state is what's perpetuating the right and wrong game. And I know, and this is the truth. So who knows, maybe something interesting will happen. So this coming Sunday, October 30th, there's going to be a new moon. And the new moon is in the 44th gene key in Scorpio, and it's trine to Neptune. And a beautiful trine to this mystic dreamer imaginer. So for me, I kind of picture myself like walking through a gateway, that these lunar cycles, like they have these like, they're the little markers for me in my journey. And I can tell like when I start a cycle and then I come to the close and then it start a cycle. And I don't know, I'm a woman, so I'm on that cycle. I'm curious how all of you experience the lunar cycles and if you're connected to them in that way. In the opening of that gate, though, I'm walking through the gate, and the constellation of what planets are in what aspect to the sun and moon at that time have always meant to me like these are the characters who are kind of setting the scene for me on this passage as I walk on this next phase. So I'm definitely taking and making my reality that Neptune is going to be opening up into a lot of beauty, poetry, creativity, opening up into my right brain, getting out so much of my crusty places and my overly logical and literal thinking, and opening up into my music more. And I feel like, this could be a great time for me. Who knows, maybe you, to bring this into your life and open up into the inner artist. If any of this resonates, I'm so glad, take it and run. But Rita, she had to leave the show early because her vibe just wasn't working. And she might show up here and there because, we're playing with the archetypes. So we'll just hold her in love. And, sometimes she might not even be wearing a costume. It'll be really hard to tell who's who. But we're here to explore and be in the mystery of that together. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have a beautiful life.